Bottom line is, don't quit competing.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Watson now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Niners are pouring it on. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover ball, and it certainly did.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And he's loose again. Touchdown, 49ers. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, no.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Let's take it inside his own 40. And there he goes again. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And it's a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Check it. Ready?
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
40 yards.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Watson on the screen. This is Eckler. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Watson gets this one to Cooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Watson now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he gets it down to the 32. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
At the 31-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
48-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes Diggs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Taken right around the 44. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they will take a knee here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the 49ers and the Vikings on Monday Night Prime Time.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Cousins now on 2nd down.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally...
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And taken right on the 30.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought.
He's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. 3rd and 20.
They'll look to throw here. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. It's their quarterback. 46 yards.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Sauce Gardner
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's fielded at the 45.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown 49ers.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive, 4 plays.
And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Cousins to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown number 75. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And able to get this out to the 25. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another pass.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Niners have got it on cruise control.
Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Cousins now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Niners have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taking on the midfield logo. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Touchdown 49ers. Travis Kelce, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners extend their lead yet again.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins.
That is incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road victory. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Tutu Atwell, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. McCaffrey on the toss right. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. He's got a man, complete.
Now inside the 25, Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75.
And the 49ers just continue to roll.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie
in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
To throw is Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 48. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Back to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown! Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And out now come the Vikings.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
1st down. Here's Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here. 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Fielded at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
47 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. United affair. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side, complete. That's Osborne. 6 yards the pickup, and taken in by Hawkinson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before his 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Despite
now the hit comes
through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb, 39 yards.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Play action now. Cousins.
This one caught by out.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey pushing his way through and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd and 6.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A first down throw for Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Ready.
And they take a knee.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the 9.